Okay. Do I have sound? Oh shoot. Right, let's mute this one. Do I have sound? I think I do. Hi Katie, can you hear me? I wanted to use my mic, but I don't know. I don't know how to do I don't know how to do any of this. But I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm going to I'm going to do the project, and I'm going to have a lot of fun because I love these pumpkins. I think they're so cute. These were really popular like a couple of years ago, and I don't know if they're still in fashion, but I really like them. So now you're quiet. Okay, let's go ahead and pump up the volume. Hopefully not too loud. I'm still in the green, and I think green is good. Yay! This is crazy. And there's this one with Kitty. So anyway, I'm making one. So I made one for Josie and Kitty, and now I'm going to make one for Matt. This really big one. And then this white one. So I have already printed out the size that I want, and I think that this is going to be what I want. So let me just, I was going to cut this out, but I think it's going to be okay. I think, well, I don't know. The L might be a little big. And I wanted to cut it out, but I don't know where my scissors are. I don't know what's going on. Is anybody else like so happy that it's Friday? Okay, I can find the. Oh wait, here they are. Okay, they were on the ground. That's no good. You don't want your scissors on the ground. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So. Okay, let me see if I can try and fix this. Oops, I don't want to do that. Sorry, video camera. Oops. Oh, no, don't want that. Nope, don't. Sorry. Oh, here we go, webcam. Okay, what I want is I want this to be my Amazon mic. Okay. So now oops, that's too loud. So now I should be using my Amazon mic, which is what I wanted. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. All right. Anyway, pumpkins galore. And I'm going to do the same colors too. The silver and the black. And then the white with the black. I like that. And then I'm going to I don't know. I think I'm going to do this bow for Matt's. I mean, like, I don't know what else to do for guys, you know? What would you put at the top? So I'm just going to do a bow, but I'm not going to do this really, really big one. I think I'll make the really, really big one for mine. So, okay, so I think that looks pretty good. I think I'm going to be happy with that. I don't think it's too, is it too big? Let me see. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yes. Okay, so now I'm going to Let's go ahead and design, well, no. See, the thing with Matt's is his is going to have to be a lot bigger. So let me go ahead and go to screen display. There we go. Okay. And then we'll do Matt's. Actually, what we'll do is let's go ahead and copy this and then paste it. So the font that I'm using is Good Feeling. It's a font duo, so you get the sans, which is the letter, and then you get the scripty font too. So let's go ahead and change this to Matthew. And then let's change this to M. There we go. And what's really cool is that there's these little like swirls and loops and stuff. You just have to open them up in your glyphs panel. But let me go ahead and move this over to there and then put it up there. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. So then what you do is you just have to go to the font, the text panel, and then you've got the glyphs thing right here, but only if you have at least designer edition of Silhouette Studio. So if you just have basic edition, then you have to go into your character map, which I usually just go into this search bar at the bottom and you just type in character map and it comes up. But if you've got designer edition, which designer edition is totally worth it. I have business edition and I would recommend to anyone, just get business edition. There's so much more you can do and it just makes things a lot easier. Okay, so you've highlighted the text and then you got to go into the glyphs panel and then you want to find the little swirls. So here they are, and they have like swirls going into the letter, like this is the M. So let's go ahead and delete that M. Oops. And then we'll click on this one. And then they have then they have letter or swirls going out of the letter. So let's find the W, which is this one. And then they also have stuff for the double T. See how, it just kind of looks weird there? So I'm going to delete the double T and, and then the H doesn't line up. I remember I was doing another project with this and I had trouble with it. Okay. Shoot. Okay, let's try Matu. I think there's a TH. It might just have to not line up, which, is fine. Whatever. Oops. There we go. So yeah, it doesn't line up completely very well. Let's see what that one looks like. No, that one looks even worse. Oops. So we'll just do the double T and then the just regular H. E. There we go. So I'm happy with that. I can be happy. See how it doesn't match up right there? Whatever. I think what I could do is maybe mess with it to get it to do that. Go ahead and weld it. Yay, Cameron's here. Thank you so much. I have had technical difficulties, of course. or maybe just difficulties. But I'm here, and you know what? I'm not gonna even mess with this. You know what? I'm just gonna cut it as it is. But let's go back to my webcam. It needs to be a lot bigger than this one. Well, maybe not a lot bigger. But I think I do want it bigger. So maybe, actually I should be using a tape measure for this. And because I don't want it too, I don't want it too big, right? But I think it should be bigger than the other ones. So maybe like 6.5 or 6. Let's try 6. Yeah, let's do that. Go back to screen. We're gonna make this. You have to weld it, and then you can change the height to 6. And then the name, let's make it maybe a little bit bigger. So it goes across like that. That I think will look very nice. So let's print it out. And then I can just double check that I like it. That's why I always print it out, because if I just went and cut this out in vinyl and then it wasn't the right size, I would have just have wasted that vinyl. No. Do 7 inches? Oh my goodness. I think, okay, well, let's see what that, no, that's way too big. Oops, let me change the camera. This is what 6 is, and it's really big. I think this is too big. So I just print it out. I have a cheap laser printer, and I just print it out on cheap copy paper. So it's, you know, very inexpensive for me. Okay, so mine will be this size. And then that's way too big. I would be able to see it from far away. Okay. Yeah. Let's keep it. You know what? Yeah, let's keep it. Okay. So we have that one and we have that one. So we need to cut, both of the names are in black. So I do think that works. Okay, good. Thank you, Katie. So I need to cut the names in black, and then we need to do the L in silver, and then the M in white. So let's bring this guy in here, and we'll do the black first. And I think I found a way to organize my scraps, my scrap vinyl. I have these pocket job ticket holders, and when I have, you know, scraps, I can put them in here, and I think it works really, really well. So then I don't, I can use up, you know, all of this stuff first before going to a new roll. And then this one might be big enough. Nope, that one's not big enough. I might have to use this big piece. So I have the job ticket holders for like other colors too. Like this is gold and silver and sparkle. And then I've got one for like brown. I got these on Amazon. I think you can also get them at I think you can also get them at like the office supply store. Oh, this one actually might be big enough for his name. No, it's not. Okay, so we're gonna have to use this one, and we'll use this. Okay. And then I can use up my scraps pretty easily. I can see them. Because before they were just all in this tub, and it was way too much. I would have so many different colors. Now all I keep in here is stencil vinyl and white vinyl, and then these are, oh, this is white, yeah. So I still have that. Okay, and I think I might need to replace the cutting strip on my Cameo, because for some reason when I'm cutting without a mat, when I'm cutting matless, I don't know, the cuts are off. And I think that but when I cut with a mat, it's totally fine. So I think it's the cutting strip that may need to be replaced. And there's a little dusty right here, so I'm just going to wipe that up. With the door open, and the gardeners came by with their blowers. And I think it just blows a bunch of stuff into the house. Okay. All right, so I'm going to cut with a mat. And I use a brayer to stick it down really, really well. And let's go ahead and load this in the machine. And I think I might just cut out both of them from this because it'll just go faster that way. Okay, so we'll do Matthew and Lindsay. And this is about 5. Just making sure I have enough. Yes, okay. Vinyl glossy, and then here, let me go ahead and show you my screen. Because once it connects here, I'll show you my cut settings, because I always adjust them. The default cut settings, they don't cut it, literally. I adjust it. I've been having really good luck with a 4. So you take the regular vinyl glossy settings of a blade of 1, speed of 5, 1 pass, but up the force to 25. Yeah, from 10 to 25. I know it's crazy, but I promise, like, I have had such better luck with it. I'm for the machine. I'm trying to. There we go. All right, so that's gonna cut out. So does everyone have drinks? I'm drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper. And I got it at the dollar store, so it was only $1. Yes, I went to the dollar store today, where they know my name, because I love going to the dollar store. Totally love these. I don't care if people might, I don't know, people may be like, oh, that's so 2 years ago. Well, you know, it's cute. I like it. It's really cute. Oh, so I had to tell you a story. So about 2 years ago, I was selling these, and it was the first time I had ever sold any of my crafts. I had never sold anything before, and I totally just was not prepared for how popular they were going to be. And so I posted them on like Facebook Marketplace, and I was just getting so many orders, and I eventually had to turn off the orders because I was just not prepared for how many I was going to get. So because I wasn't prepared, I kept going to the store, kept going to Michael's. I think I went to Michael's like 3 times in one day to pick up more pumpkins. And so I got to know Carrie, who works there, and oh gosh, what's her name? There's another gal who works in framing back there, and they're like, hey, Lindsay, now when I walk in, because I'm the pumpkin girl. But they're so nice. Oh gosh. Okay, so I'm test weeding, and yes, see, perfect. All right, so now I know that because I test weeded it, I know the rest of it's gonna weed very nicely. So let's go ahead and cut out our letters. Actually, I'm going to trim this vinyl down and put it back in my scraps. Yeah, so I love going into Michael's now. And then when we were on quarantine and like all the stores were closed, but you know, they were still doing curbside pickup. So I did the curbside pickup at Michael's, and stapled to the bag was a note from Carrie that said, I miss you. Hi, Lindsay, I miss you. I'm like, I know, can't wait to see you. Like, oh, that's so sweet. See, you just be nice to people, and you make friends, and it's just really sweet. Okay, so I need a white and a silver. So here's my silver for the L. So I'm going to use the same cut settings. And I'm fairly certain that this, actually I see a little skip mark right there. So I'm going to just send it again. This time maybe I'll up the force a little bit more. But because I haven't taken it out, I can just run it back through the machine, and it's going to cut exactly on the same line as before. And for some reason it's getting caught up right there. And I don't know why. It probably means there's something on my mat, which is my bad. I should clean my mat. But the beauty of the machine is I haven't taken it out yet, so I can still run it back through again. Yeah, I don't know why it's not cutting there. I'm going to try one more time, and then after that, I'm just going to, I'll just make it work. And then I need white for the other letter. And I think I'm going to have to bring out the roll, because the M is so big. Yeah, I think we got to cut that time. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. I'll take that out. I'm using Oracal 651. This is permanent adhesive vinyl. It is glossy. Permanent glossy adhesive vinyl. Oracal 651. And yeah, there's something right there. See, if your mat's got a little bit of, schmutz on it, then it's just not gonna cut. So I'm gonna have to get out my roll of white. And I think this is not white. Oh, here it is. Yeah. And like I think I said this earlier, for some reason, I think it's because I need to replace the cutting strip on here. When I cut matless, it just does not turn out very well. So rather than fight with it, I'm going to just cut off a piece from the roll, and then I'll cut it on the mat. Cameron says, I don't know if it is tragic or amazing when staff recognize me in places. I think it's wonderful. Because, they recognize you. So I need to cut off a piece that's about 6 by 7. I like it. I feel bad because I can't remember that other gal's name. I remember Carrie. But I try to remember their names too. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us out there have worked retail before. And I remember there was times when it was not fun. Customers can be really mean. So I try to be like extra nice so that they don't go home and they can be like, well, at least, some people were nice to me, or, I just, that's my 2 cents anyway. But my friend, I heard this on Facebook. Because of the national coin shortage, your 2 cents will no longer be accepted. Oh, I thought that was silly. All right, so we need the 7-inch side, like this. Here we go. And for as grimy as this mat looks, it's actually, hanging in there pretty well. So don't need to replace it just yet. Watch, it's gonna shift. Okay, so I think I took that little whatever off the mat that was on there, that little piece. So I think I can go back to my regular cut settings. Lovely sound. That's the Cameo 4 for you. And it should have cut, so, but you know what, I just always check because, yeah, see, that's totally fine. That should just weed really nicely. So then you need to just weed out the excess vinyl. See, look at that. It's so nice. do the L. Yeah, if you're fighting with weeding, then you need to adjust the cut settings and then test weed, because see right there, it I think if I just rip, yeah, there we go, it's fine, because really shouldn't be too bad. Shoot. Where did the black piece go? See, this is usually why it takes me so long to do so many my projects, is not because I don't know what I'm doing, it's because I lose everything. Okay, so my method to the madness is to weed on my mat. And I will either use like a hook like this, or just like a sewing needle. And I go and pick out all the innards. So all the insides of the letters. And you know what? I probably should have done a weeding box, which is just like a box around the text, but I think I'll be fine. Whatever. Okay. So I put these pumpkins out on my front porch, and I took them inside because I just didn't know. I really want to leave them out like side and decorate the front porch, but I just don't know, like, I don't want to think that anyone would take them. I mean, why would someone take a pumpkin that has somebody else's name on it? But I put out a sign and some hay bales, so it looks a little festive. Oh, and then I got from the dollar store, they had these really pretty leaves, like faux leaves, and it was made out of like a colored burlap, and that was really pretty. So I put those out, and you know, they're from the dollar store, so if it gets all yucky or if someone takes it, you know, I don't really care that much. Okay. But I am concerned maybe if it gets rainy, how these pumpkins would hold up. The vinyl would be okay. This is, you know, a permanent vinyl, so that's gonna be fine. It's just the, oh yeah, no, this is fine. I thought there was a bad cut, but nope. Cut along here, and I'll go along the bottom first, and then I'm going to cut off this excess. Then I'll cut this here. Ooh, careful now. There we go. There we go. So nice. I am using like a new-ish blade too, so you know, that makes a difference too. But what I do is I will, I usually label my blades. Like this one says paper on it. So I'll use one blade for paper, because paper is going to dull your blade so fast. But these ones, like, I would write the date that I started using it. So I would know, like, you know, this is older than this one. So, you know, theoretically this one should be sharper. But I do label them with paper, so when I do cut paper, then I don't use my vinyl blade. I think some people use the same blade. I don't know if it makes a difference, but you know, you think it makes a difference and it just makes you happy. So no harm, no foul if you do that. And then I don't know where oh, here it is. Put this on. Okay, so now you need your transfer tape to transfer. This piece might be big enough. So you can reuse your transfer tape, which is what I'm going to do with this piece. So hopefully that's okay. I'm going to transfer it onto the vinyl onto the transfer tape. And then I always, instead of peeling the transfer tape up off the vinyl, see how like it's not sticking? If you just turn it over and you peel the backing off the vinyl, I think you get such much better results. But because this is a used piece of transfer tape, I'm thinking maybe it's just not sticky enough. So let's just get a new one. And I am almost down to the very last bit of this, but I did order more, so. Oops. You know what? And I'll cut a piece that's big enough for this M so I can reuse both of it. You can use it for both. Okay. And we'll cut it just big enough to do the M. Actually, I want it big enough to do the name. So let's actually cut it here. And you know what? This is such a small piece of transfer tape, it probably, I probably could have just left it. Alright, so let's do the M first. So if it curls up like this and that is hard for you to work with, it does make it a little more difficult. You can always put it on your mat to get it to lay flat. And then this can that can be a little bit easier. Peel the mat back up, then burnish it again from the back, and then peel up the backing, and then the vinyl is transferred to the transfer tape. And so then the next step is to put it on our pumpkin. So let's actually just put this back. I do want to cut this off. And I am going to wipe this down with a little bit of alcohol. Remove any like oils or anything that could, you know, be on the pumpkin that might interfere with the vinyl adhering to it. And of course I don't know where my rubbing alcohol is. I don't know why it wouldn't be here. I think I used it earlier today. Ay, ay, ay. See, this is This is why. Oh, here it is, yeah. That's why it takes so long. It's because I don't always remember to put things back. Wipe it down. Very good, very good. Okay. So, you know, this can sometimes be very tricky to do. So, I don't always know exactly the right way to do it, but I like to look at, you know, where I want it to be. I like it to sit higher up on the pumpkin instead of lower down. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do half at a time. So I'm going to take the vinyl backing and I'm going to put it only on half of this part right here. And then I am going to try and put it on straight. Just like that. Okay. So since there's grooves in the pumpkin's grooving, then you need to make sure you burnish it really well along those points so that you don't. Nope, we're good, we're good. So you don't get bumps in the vinyl. So I'm just gonna push that down like that. And that's actually looking pretty good. So then what I can do is then I can fold this back, or I should be able to peel it up. Yeah, just up off of that. And then, ooh, ay, ay, ay. Tricky business, this pumpkining, but so cute. Lovely. Okay. This I think is good. I have this really small Silhouette scraper that I like to use. Oh my gosh, can you guys hear Matt in the background? He is like, I don't know who he's talking to on the phone, but he is laughing like crazy. So you just burnish it really well into those grooves, because that's where you might have issues. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, so then you just want to take the transfer tape off and burnish some more. Save that transfer tape because we're not done yet. Ooh. squeaky. Basically, oh shoot, put a little bit of a bubble in the vinyl. Oh, nope, I got it out. So what you can also do is take a, oh darn it, take a blow dryer and slightly melt, you know, or just get this warm and press it in. I don't have my blow dryer with me, but I'll try this heat tool, but this gets super hot, so you would definitely melt it if you kept it on there too long. So you just want to be really careful that you don't melt it. Just so it's warm, and then press it. This gets so hot. But this scent can help the vinyl kind of just stick, especially in the grooves. This pumpkin is grooving. It's groovy. So a hairdryer is better, but it's all the way in the other room. Ah! So I don't want to go and do it. But that looks pretty darn good. So then the next step. Oh shoot, yeah, see right in there? It's not adhering very well, so I'm going to go back in. Push it in. Oops, a little bit of a bump there. And you know, there's the pumpkin isn't completely smooth. There's little blemishes on it, but this I try and find the ones at the store that are the least blemish free. Okay, so there's that. Now we're gonna transfer Matthew over on top of it. So we do the same thing with the transfer tape. Burnish it really well. Peel up the backing. And then this, well, no, you know what? Let's do half and half. Sometimes I just like to go for it. But in this case, I think I will be a little more cautious. And this transfer tape is probably a little too big for this, but whatever. Peel it up and then push it. Oops. There we go. And you do the same thing. Just burnish it on. Especially really well on the edges. And then you can peel it off, you know, just be careful because it's scripty. of it is any of the vinyl is peeling up with the transfer tape, then you know, just lay the transfer tape back on, burnish it, and then just slowly keep going. And oh my gosh, that's so cute! I love it! Alright, so I am gonna do a little bit of the heat gun. Just a little bit. Oh my goodness, so cute. Alright, so I am pretty darn happy with that. It's so cute. Okay, and then I'm thinking I don't want to do the big bow on this one. I think I want to do the small bow. I mean, but I don't know, just what would you put on a guy's? You know, besides a bow, like at the top, you know? So I'm just going to do the bow. I mean, that looks fine. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. But I think I'm going to do it with, what do you think of the white instead of the black? I know which way I'm leaning towards, but what do you think? Should I do the black bow or the white bow? And I think I'm just going to make a white one just so I can see what it looks like. Because if I don't like it, then, you know, I can find another use for it. So I got this ribbon at Michael's too. And I can't remember how much I used, but I do want it to be big, because this is a big or this is a big pumpkin. Yeah, I think I like the white, so I'm gonna do that. So okay, so what you do is you kind of fold it over like this, and then you need to twist it. And then you make your loop, on a big old loop. And then I'm gonna do then you have to twist it again. So you twist it there. That might be too big. Too There is such thing as too big bow. Too big of a bow. According to me. Twist that. Okay. I like that, but I'm just not getting the twist that I want. Perfecto, perfecto. And then I'm gonna do another loop on this side. And I always have trouble getting the loops to be about the same size. I'm getting better. But then you twist it again. This is wired ribbon, so, you know, it's so much easier to get that nice loopy bow. And let's actually make it a little bit smaller. Just a little bit. Oh, it's so loopy. And I think that, I don't know. Now this side. So yeah, I could sit and fuss with this for hours, but I will not. I think that is going to look okay. And so then what you do at the end, once you have the bow part, you know, pretty much, you make another loop, and this part is how long the tails are going to be. And I usually like to do the tails pretty short, but I want to cut it long enough so that I can just, you know, have something to work with in case I do want it a little bit longer. So then you just cut it. Oops. Like that. Okay. And then you twist it behind. You know, you twist it. It's all about the twist. You twist it behind here. And then this little loop that we did at the beginning, that's the middle of the bow.
It's so dry and crunchy too. You read it, you're just like, oh.
So then you take that last one that you did and that last loop that you did, and then you just cut it in half. And then those are your tails. There you go. Ooh, nope. Okay. And then you want to get out your floral wire. Everyone has floral wire, right? There we go. Floral wire looks like this. It's like this green wire. And then you just use it to hold the bow together. So just put it through the middle here. Make sure it's, you know, through all over all the pieces. And then you can just twist it to make it really, really tight. And in case you're wondering, yes, there are already pre-made bows at the craft store. So if you don't even want to mess around with all this, then you don't have to, because you can just buy them. I decided to make my own because in the long run it's cheaper. Less expensive, I should say. Because yeah, it's, you know, you're just buying like the raw material, not the finished product, and you're making the finished product. Okay, so then basically what you do then is that you have, you know, your bow, and then you just have to kind of manipulate this middle part so that it kind of hides all of that. And, you know, it can be, there's no like universal way to do it, I don't think. You kind of just have to, you know, do the best you can. And I don't know, I'm looking at this bow and I'm thinking it's too big, but for a pumpkin this size, I think it's probably okay. And I think out of everything, I would want the bow a little too big than a little, I'd rather have it a little too big than a little too small. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so that's just gonna be good enough for now. Because I honestly will fiddle with this for hours. But basically what you want to do then is that you have this floral wire at the end, and then that, actually honestly I don't know a good way to attach this. I know some people hot glue it down. I have bow attachment phobia, because bow attachment commitment phobia, because I don't want it down permanently in case I change my mind and I want a different color. So I try and make them, you know, detachable, but it's just really hard to do that with something like this, because you end up getting something that's just really not super stable. Like if a strong wind were to come, it could blow it away, but you know, I think I'll end up just keeping these inside. But then you can use this floral wire to keep it together. So if you have another suggestion for a temporary bow, you know, attachment method, please let me know. I think I want that to go underneath. And again, yes, I could fiddle with the bow for hours. But yeah, there it is. It's so cute. I love it. I just think these are so darn cute, and I'm so happy to make one for my entire family. So I will, I don't know, should I just do mine right now, or, you know, I don't know what to do. If you guys want to hang out, you can hang out, because I'm just going to do mine. That is cute. I love it. I might cut the tails a little bit shorter. And actually what I like to do is I like to angle the tails. So I cut them on an angle. But I'm going to put that to the side for now, so I can work on my pumpkin. Best for last. Okay, so mine's the white one. And again, I'm going to wipe it down with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. I'm going to turn off my cameo. We don't need it on right now because I'm already done. and find the best looking side. And I think this side is the best looking side. Yeah. Okay. Here's the L. And transfer tape. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh no, this was the not sticky one. I want the sticky one. This one. Oops. I'm just going to do the same thing. Oops. This one I had to cut it. Remember, it didn't cut very well, so it cut a little bit deeper into the paper, which means peeling off the backing can sometimes be a little bit harder. But it wasn't cutting in that spot, so, you know, see how sometimes, like, the paper will rip up? That's, you know, I've found that happens to me when I cut too deep. So, you know, you get a good cut, but then you can't get the backing off. So you kind of just have to work the paper. Oops. Try not to pierce. Try not to pierce the vinyl. But see, once you get it started, then you can just peel the rest of it off. See, easy peasy. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. I think this time, actually this one I might just put on all the way. Okay. All right. These ones are always hard with the straight line like that. Okay, I think that's, I don't know. I think I still have enough leeway to take it off. Yeah, I think I want it a little bit higher. Okay, I think this is good. Ooh, I don't know. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Sometimes you just gotta put it down. Let the vinyl fall where it may. It's just a pumpkin. And yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And peel off this, and then same thing. Burnish it really, really well, and use your heat gun. It gets hot. I think that's good. Okay, then the text or the script. There we go. Here we go. I'm just gonna go for it. She's going for it. Yeah, I don't know. I think somewhere in there will be fine. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So sometimes it's easy to work from the outside or for the inside out. Oops. Burnish, burnish, burnish. Lift it up. Oh, so cute! So cute! And then for mine, I'm gonna do the big black bow. Sure. That's what I want. And there's, I don't know, whatever, that's fine. Cute. Okay, so then I should have enough of this left to make a big one. And I'm probably going to use the rest of it. The rest of it. But you start it the same way with like a little loop at the bottom. Or, you know, at the start. Just kind of loop it. Like that. And then you twist it. And then you make your loop. And you twist. Can you do the twist? Can you do the twist? Okay. Okay, that looks good. I mean, we'll see. You know, I don't want it too big, but you know, not too small either. Okay. Then we do the other side, and then you're gonna do the twist. Do the twist. Okay, there you go. Actually, that might be a little too big. There we go. Okay, and so then what you do for another loopy bow is you just make another loop on the other side, like that. So you go like that, and guess what? You're gonna do another twist. Ooh, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to do as big a bow as I wanted. Darn it. I thought I had enough, but I guess I do not. I mean, I guess I could make a white one. Whatever. I'll just do one of these bows. I mean, this will be fine. And there'll just be one big bow. And actually that'll give nice, excuse me, you know, distinction between them. Right? Because they're different sizes, different colors. So, yeah. That is good. Okay? And then, I don't even know what I would do with that, but think I'm getting a little off track here. Okay, it's okay. Luckily with the wired ribbon, you know, it holds its shape very, very well. So if you know, do get a little crazy with your twists, then it's usually, you can go back to it pretty easily. And that, yeah, that looks good. I like that. Okay. Then I'm just gonna do the rest of it because, oops, you do want to leave a little bit of a tail at the end. And, oh, and twist it at the end. And then cut this. Then you go in with your floral wire. And you loop it around the middle. And then get it underneath that part. There we go. And then just twist it. Okay. Oh, darn it. See, I missed that part. Just have to make sure that you don't forget it. And don't forget it. Okay, I'm twisting as hard as I can. Wait, you do actually want to get that part in there too. But don't worry, I have a fix for that. Take it around the front like that. Twist it again. Okay, then you can kind of like manipulate this part, this middle part, to hide the, you know, the messiness that's going on in the middle. You know, and you just kind of fold it like that, you know, just kind of hides it. And fluff your bow to your heart's desire. And then you put it on here, and these tails are a little too long for me. So I am gonna cut those. And let's go ahead and cut them there. And there. Boom. Cutest pumpkin ever. Super cute. All right, so now I have a family of pumpkins, and it makes me so happy because we have our own little family set of family pumpkins. A family that pumpkins together stays together. That's really silly. But I'm going to bring them all in so you can all see them. I think it's lovely. Okay. This bow. I don't know. I don't know about this bow. It'll work. It'll work. Okay. Here we go. So we have Matt. You know what? I'm not going to put the bows on because they're just going to fall off. Okay, so here's Matt. Here's mine. Here's Josie's. And here's Kitty's. Oh my gosh, it's our own little family of pumpkins. Oh, and then we all have the bows on it too, but they don't stay on very well. Okay, so that's all I had. I'm so happy that I got these done, and I love it so much, and I'm so glad you were here with me to watch that. So of course, if you have any questions about the process or anything that I used, I am always happy to help, and just have a great rest of your evening and a great weekend, and I will see you again soon. Bye, friends.